Whoa. Welcome to Mild's Culture Plate. I'm your host, Mild Kevin Miles. And it's that time once again, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. It's 11/1/2023. We have an interesting show for you folks. So stay tuned, please. Real quick, just show notes. Before we get started, my next broadcast is scheduled for this Saturday. It will not be happening on Saturday. It's probably going to be happening Sunday afternoon. So please follow me on my social media down in the description. Those links to Twitter and Facebook, you can get updates on when my shows are gonna be. Just as there are links to this current broadcast on there right now. So how's it going, folks? How's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. Gonna be doing the larceny again. Larceny 1870 small batch. Wheated bourbon mash bill. If you would like a toast, please say hello in the chat. As we do every broadcast here on Mild's Culture Plate. Gotta say hi to everybody who shows up to the party, right? So definitely, if you're showing up to the party, say hello, and I will say hello back with a nice little toast. We got a lot of stories about dating, a lot of interesting videos about dating. Let's see. But one thing I will get into here pretty quick, I guess. Cheers to anyone out there watching, by the way. Cheers. I guess I'll go ahead and get into one of the topics in the title. Earlier today, I was watching, about an hour and a half ago, I was watching Good Logic. And normally I don't cover the shit that goes on the channels of other YouTubers, and he's still live right now. I'm hoping he doesn't kill his stream in the middle of this, because it will totally screw this up. But I've got it paused at a particular part in his live stream today, because I want you to see what happened while he was streaming the Trump 14th Amendment ballot access trial in Colorado. So let me go ahead and bring this up. So this is from Good Logic. He's at The Following Pro for his show, The Following Program. He's at The Following Pro on Twitter. You can find him on Good Logic on Rumble and YouTube. And yeah, so here's what happened while he was live streaming the trial today.
Your Honor, while we're waiting, there's one issue. We've been informed that somebody is live streaming the court proceedings on the internet without permission to record it and to sort of do a commentary as it goes.
Did you get busted?
Beyond the scope of who's there. I mean, I don't know how to get in touch with them, but maybe an admonition.
What?
That they're watching, that they can't do that without permission.
What?
Might be appropriate.
And we know that they're not part of the expanded media coverage.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me stop it right there. This idea that a guy in New Jersey or New York, New York, no, I think he's in Jersey, needs permission from a Colorado court to rebroadcast something that's being broadcast on the internet and with transformative fair use is fucking laughable. It's fucking laughable. Anyway, let's continue to see the authoritarianism out of this judge. Now, again, mind you, a lot of these judges who have taken these proceedings over Trump are authoritarians inherently. But But let's see this authoritarianism here.
Yes, yes.
Is this
Did you
me?
get busted?
Is this me? Are you talking to me?
Do we know what organization it is?
It appears to be an individual, Your Honor, but there were like 7,000 people watching them.
Now, my
7,000? I have
It's
1,900.
turning further now, 80.
yeah, 1,900 on. He had 1,900 on YouTube and another 9,000 on Rumble at this point in time.
600.
Okay, good.
It's Ashley Epp,
Okay,
Who's
you didn't
that?
get busted.
Ashley Depp?
Epp, EPP.
I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Ashley Depp? Who the heck is
Epp.
Ashley Depp?
Apparently, Epp.
Epp?
So it wasn't directed at him, but it's calling out the same behavior
so-
he's
Wait,
doing.
I'm not
man.
trying to do some.
I
What is the?
want to make
issue?
it clear that there are very specific statutes and rules in place in the state of Colorado for videotaping proceedings, and there's a process. It only applies to actual media outlets, and you
Right,
need
media
to request.
All right, did you hear that? Listen to this again.
There are very
Ashley Depp? Who the heck is
Epp.
Ashley Depp?
Apparently, Epp.
Epp?
well. So
Wait, I'm not trying to do some.
I
What is the?
I want to make
issue?
it clear that there are very specific statutes and rules in place in the state of Colorado for videotaping proceedings, and there's a process. It only applies to actual media outlets, and you
Right,
need
media
to request and be granted permission.
So I think one would have to see what the definition of media outlet in the statute is. And I actually have part of the statute brought up on my computer. I might skim it real quick just to see how they define media outlet. But I'm pretty sure they're talking about the media pool. And if you're not familiar with how media pools work in these trials, generally, somebody like Court TV or Law and Crime or C-SPAN will, they'll pool together and they'll pool their resources together and pay one of the 3 or 5 media companies to bring their equipment in and act as a representative in the court, and then they will disseminate it to the other media. And, they'll all kind of plug into the same feed. Well, someone rebroadcasting that with commentary is doing a fair use analysis. And by the way, while she was talking, I gave a toast to Sanglant86 in the chat. Welcome, brother. Anyway, so here we are. She's talking. You have this lawyer complaining that someone's live streaming it on the internet. Well, C-SPAN, the court itself, they were live streaming it on the internet. I think perhaps Forbes may have been streaming it also. I'm not sure about that last one, but anyway, we're going to watch a little bit more of this.
To record any proceedings. So to the extent that there's anybody currently recording proceedings, you are in violation of the court's orders. And
Okay, so now she just said recording. Recording the court procedure would assume you have a camera in the courtroom. Okay. Right now, the only cameras in the courtroom are the media pool, as far as I'm aware. Now, maybe this Epps girl she's got a camera in her lap or something. Maybe she's sitting in the gallery there, filming from her lap. But no, so what Good Logic is freaking out is she thinks he's directing this at just anyone doing what he's doing. And what I'm currently doing is, rebroadcasting what's happening in the courtroom, to the live audience.
And if you continue to do so, you will be in further violation of the.
I gotta say, just look at Joe's face, though. Look at Good Logic's face right there. I mean, the look on his face. He is stunned. He thinks he's gonna get,
court's orders.
What the heck?
So let me go back and
So to
listen
the
to what she
extent
said
that there's
again.
anybody currently recording proceedings, you are in violation of the court's orders. And if you continue to do so, you will be in further violation of the court's orders.
Okay. So again, she said recording, and yes, I guess technically you could make an argument that rebroadcasting is creating a recording of what's going on, but I think obviously the statute, and like I said, we'll look into it here in just a second. I think obviously the statute is talking about someone in the courtroom with a camera, because the danger there is you're going to capture parts of the trial, maybe the jury's faces, maybe the notes from the prosecution. You might capture some things on a rogue camera that you don't intend to capture, that might put whatever trial you're filming at risk. But yeah, this is kind of dangerous.
What the heck?
But it only applies to actual media organizations. What the
I
hell
don't.
does that
Does that
mean?
apply
Yeah.
to me or
See,
not?
yeah,
there you go. See, now it also, yeah, it only applies to media organizations. But who gets determined to be a media organization? I mean, we have the First Amendment that essentially says anyone and everyone who reports as the press is the press. So we have a freedom of the press. I mean, granted, government likes to say, no, you have to have a government issued press pass to enter here or there, report on this, and they're wrong, but it is what it is.
Yeah, because she just said just now it only applies to whatever
Am I a
actual
media
media organizations
organization?
are. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't.
Well, I would say perhaps Joe Neerman, good logic. I think maybe he is a media organization for the purposes of the statute, simply because he reports the news and maybe he makes a professional income out of it. I'm not sure if he uses an LLC or a business. He's got a business structure behind his YouTube channel. But I think if you're doing it in a professional manner, anyway. But we'll look into the statute a little more here in a second.
No, I want to also know who. What was her name? What the
Ashley
heck?
Epp. Apparently Epps, like the guy who attacked on Gen 6. Epps.
Ashley. I don't know what I'm supposed.
That's what I heard.
I don't know what that means.
EPP. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Look, I'm not. Look. I got it. I don't. Is this me? I'm not recording it. Is this considered recording? I'm streaming. I'm not saving it.
I don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the internet saves it. It saves to your account on the internet. I mean, that's half the point of a live stream, is that you're not going to take it down later. I mean, some people do. I know, like Yellow Flash likes to take down some of his content or put it behind a paywall. And there's other people who just take down their live streams just because they don't want to get, draw unwanted attention later, but they want the super chat. So they do the live stream, but then they take it down. So, yeah, this is an interesting conundrum here.
That qualifies as recording or not, actually.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, does that qualify as recording? That's
I don't know.
Point.
She's definitely identifying someone else, but I can't play stupid and pretend that it didn't sound like.
But it's third-hand recording, right?
That she's addressed that.
Because Joe's not recording the court. Joe is recording the feed. I guess this is via WebEx Cisco being put out by someone else. Someone else has the cameras recording the courtroom. Joe is recording them.
That I'm incorporating what she just
and
said.
I'm
there.
recording Joe.
Yeah, but then she says, well, this only applies to actual media organizations. Are we an actual media organization? What does that mean? What
I don't
is
know
an
if that-
actual media organization?
I don't know I don't know, and I don't know if she was saying the opposite, that it's like only actual media organizations can record, which sounds ridiculous. I don't understand what's happening here. And I'm
Okay, well, how about this? Is
You're my-
anyone
okay.
else is anyone else broadcasting it? Because you can
I
get it
don't
from
know
them.
of anyone else who's broadcasting. I have no idea who
Well,
Ashley
for
F
sure.
is.
Who's Ashley App? Can she clarify this? Help.
Look, it's
Can we get
Sure.
we have to call the judge's office, or what do we have to do now?
What do you
No,
think?
it's fine.
I don't.
I don't know.
Is Ms. Pearson on?
What would,
Doesn't appear.
Yeah, technically, we're not
She said she's
recording it,
coming in.
Okay.
strictly speaking.
I'm not recording it.
Yeah, I'm not recording it either.
I mean, you're
No,
recording
by the way,
it,
I'm not
but
exaggerating.
you're
I'm not
recording
recording
someone
this.
else's
I don't
I
know if that
believe you.
refers to
feed.
media organizations.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
You know what? This is what I'm
The
going to do.
order is vague.
This is what I'm going to do.
So look
This
at
is
his
what I'm gonna do.
solution here.
This is what I'm going to do.
Vague.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop using the court site. I'm going to use C-SPAN, and I'm just rebroadcasting what C-SPAN's doing.
If C-SPAN has it, then that can't possibly be a violation. Yeah, if C-SPAN has it, then that solves the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll respect the court's order.
Yeah. So we'll broadcast C-SPAN that's broadcasting the exact same thing.
Yeah, and I also question whether I'm under her jurisdiction, since I'm not from, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get cross jurisdiction for violating their order.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
Rackets went through similar things, not during Rittenhouse, I think during other trials. But okay, I'm going to do this. I'll cut this feed, and we'll see what C-SPAN's doing. And C-SPAN's
Sorry.
doing it.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to show of that. Let's stop sharing. But yeah, imagine you're in the middle of streaming a trial, and the judge is like, "Hey, wait, somebody's streaming this? What the hell? You're not supposed to be streaming this." I'm curious. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to the judge and say that perhaps this Ashley Epps might have been streaming a live camera in the courtroom, which that's the big no-no. But let's see here. Let's bring this up. Okay, so here we have media coverage of court proceedings is Colorado Pair 3 from casetext.com. Media coverage of court proceedings. Expanded media coverage. A judge may authorize expanded media coverage of court proceedings subject to the guidelines set forth below. Proceeding means any trial, hearing, or any other matter held in open court. Photography means all recording or broadcasting of visual image by means of still photographs, videotape, television broadcast, motion pictures, or otherwise. Expanded media coverage means any photography or audio recording of proceedings. Media means any news gathering or reporting agency and the individual persons involved, including newspapers, radio and television networks, news services, magazines, trade papers, in-house publications, professional journals, or any other news reporting or news gathering agency whose function it is to inform the public or subsegment thereof. Standards for authorizing coverage. In determining whether expanded media coverage should be permitted, a judge shall consider the following factors. A, whether there's a reasonable likelihood that expanded media coverage would interfere with the rights of the parties to a fair trial. Okay, so let's stop and take this little test here. So if C-SPAN and the media feed aren't violating any rights of the parties to a fair trial, I don't see how Joe Neerman could be. And I'm not sure about Ashley Epps. You know what? Let me just take a moment. I'm curious. I'm fucking curious. Let's see who the fuck Ashley Epps. No. All I'm getting is, okay. Not seeing it. Let me try YouTube. Yeah, I can't find an Ashley Epps. There's like 15 ways to spell Ashley, so I probably have it wrong. Anyway, let's go back to this. Okay. So yeah, if Ashley Epps is in the courtroom filming, then yeah, that may interfere with the rights of the parties to a fair trial, but Joe Neerman definitely is not interfering with anyone's rights, just rebroadcasting the same thing that other media sources are broadcasting. Okay, so B, whether there's a reasonable likelihood that expanded media coverage would unduly detract from the solemnity, decorum, and dignity of the court. I guess there could be a potential that Joe Neerman could be, like smearing the dignity of the court, but again, he's a lawyer. He's probably subject to ethics of not doing something like that. Or C, whether expanded media coverage would create adverse effects which would be greater than those caused by traditional media coverage. Traditional media versus expanded media. That's going to be an interesting way to, okay. Any photography. Yeah, I don't understand the difference between traditional and expanded here. It's media is media. What the hell? Limitations on expanded media coverage. Notwithstanding an authorization to conduct expanded media coverage of a proceeding, there shall be no expanded media coverage of pretrial hearings except advisements and arraignments. Expanded media coverage of jury voir dire. Audio recording of Zoom close-up photography of bench conferences. So, when you need to have a sidebar or something, we're not going to let the audience listen into the sidebar. D, audio recording of close-up photography of communications between counsel and client. So yeah, don't put the audio on when they're whispering to their client. Expanded media coverage of in-camera hearings. I don't know what that means. In-camera hearings. Oh, they probably mean like depositions or something. Close-up photography of members of the jury. So yeah, definitely don't film the jury. Authority to impose restrictions on expanded media coverage. Judge may restrict or limit expanded media coverage as may be necessary to preserve the dignity of the court, protect the parties, witnesses, or jurors. A judge may terminate or suspend expanded media coverage at any time upon making findings of fact that rules established under this rule or additional rules imposed by the judge have been violated. Or 2, substantial rights of individual participants or rights to a fair trial will be prejudiced by such coverage if it is allowed to continue. Okay, so they got the equipment limitations, guidelines on how, what they can film, what they can't. Pooling arrangements. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. They have a media pool where media shall be solely responsible for designated one media representative to conduct each of the categories of expanded media coverage listed in section 1 of this section. Yeah, procedures. Yeah, so this is the media pool. All of this is the media pool. So Joe Neerman and most likely even Ashley Epps are not subject to this. And even if they were, this is a Colorado, like if you're broadcasting from your studio in New York on a platform based out of Florida, it's hard for me to see this court having jurisdiction over you. But anyway, that's that. That's all I really wanted to talk about with that. Sorry if that got a little long and boring, but I found it stunning that, in the middle of all that, we had to have a stern talking to the internet from the judge. The judge had to give the internet a stern talking to not be, quote, recording. Okay, let me bring those down, bro. Bring that down. Y'all want to see a naked guy fight a cop and then steal his truck in Las Vegas? Let's check this out. I'm going to keep the sound off just because there's copyrighted music on there. Okay, it's lagging. Let me try to restart it here. See. So naked guy beats the cop down, takes his gets in the truck, starts pulling away, leaves the cop running after him, and just zooms down the street. Wow. You know, them drugs, man, them freaking drugs. Also, how embarrassing is it if you're a police officer getting a fucking beat down and getting your shit jacked? Now, hopefully, from what I understand, a lot of police departments do low jack their vehicles so they can locate them at any time. Anyway, we'll bring that down. That was just something interesting that I thought would have been worth checking out. Let's see here. We have. Okay, let me bring this up. So check out this chick. I had a gut feeling my boyfriend was cheating on me. Before he left for work, I went through his phone while he was taking a shower. I found that he'd been talking to this girl for the past 3 months, as she's putting hammer through the fucking drywall in the bedroom here. When he got out, I acted normal, kissed him bye, and told him to have a good day. It took everything in me to not loose my shit and confront him. Hopefully this takes him 3 months to fix. 3 months, really? If that takes you 3 months to fix, then you're shitty at drywall. You measure, you get a drywall patch, you put a piece of drywall, put the patch over, and you paint it. It's like 30 minutes tops. 3 months to fix. It just goes to show you how stupid she is. F you, heart your ex. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of cheaters, let's check this video out of this young man who's come home from the service.
All right, I'm gonna let you beat up, bro. I'm about to dip, you know.
So we got this guy wearing a Black Men Don't Cheat hat. Black men don't cheat. And so you got this fella who's just come home from the military, and his wife is claiming that she had sex. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the claim is. Just it's hard to explain. Just follow along here if you can. This is the wordplay in this video makes me feel stupider than I need to feel.
I'm about to dip, you know. About to go see my girl, and then I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? It's short, little ass nigga. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye, little toy soldier.
You see, any man with dignity wouldn't allow another man to talk shit and film at the same time. He'd just walk away. But, you know, when it comes to your wife cheating on you, men do stupid shit.
You a pussy, and I want you to know you a pussy. All right, boy. You a pussy, bro. And
And of course, my computer lags.
if I wanted to fuck your wife, I could have fucked your wife.
You did fuck my wife.
I did?
Yeah.
Ask her who bigger.
Oh, that's like a knife through the heart, dude. That's taken one of the biggest L's you could possibly take. You're standing there while a man's filming you and you tell him you did fuck my wife. Like, I don't care if you know it happened. I don't care if you watched it happen. Like, you don't speak that out into the universe. You don't get caught on film admitting that another man has been with your wife. Now, look, if it was non-consensual, But you don't say effed my wife, right? You say you did the non-consensual thing to my wife. Like you get straight up with it. You know, you gotta be honest. But if this is the honesty, then he's taking a big fat L and being called a pussy, and now, you know, having his dick size questioned.
Damn right, me.
Ah,
You look
nigga,
fucking tiny ass. Exactly. Ooh, you just busted
I
yourself,
did?
dude.
Show me
You
the
just
proof.
busted
Show me the
yourself.
proof.
You just
Show me
busted
the
yourself.
proof. Show me the proof that I busted myself. Oh, now your wife in this motherfucker.
He
What's
busted
good?
himself by making a
Better
dick
get your
size
husband before
joke.
you get his ass beat now. Get your husband before you get his ass beat. Oh, shit. Damn, what happened to your foot? You good?
Don't worry about it.
Oh shit, all right, fuck you. All right, bye. Y'all niggas go. Let me be.
Fuck me like you already did.
I didn't touch you, bro. What
Else do you know that?
you
Fuck me like you already did. Oh my God. She says it like it's a bad thing, right? This is the fucked up part, is like she says it like it's an insult. Fuck me like you already did. Well, yeah. Like you were the cum dumpster.
telling your husband? You basically saying to your husband that you fucked me?
No.
Did you suck my dick?
No.
So you ain't suck my dick?
No.
She ain't suck my dick. I'm nigga, you know I got a girl.
Right,
You ain't suck my dick?
fucked a bunch of other people's wives, right?
No. So, but I fucked you though? You said I fucked you? You said that in front of your husband? You said I fucked you?
You fucked me. I didn't fuck you. If I would have fucked you, I would have been on top of you, but you were on top.
So she's getting pedantic about who was on top. As if that fucking matters.
of me.
Oh shit! She trying to say I raped her, nigga. See, bro, this is why I don't fuck with white bitches. I'm almost dropping my shit. This is why I don't fuck with white bitches, bro. You see this? You see they want to get a brother locked up. That's the white people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The white people.
You know what I'm saying? Just get in the car, bro. Take your bum ass wife, nigga. Take your bum ass wife and get in the car. You broke down bitch. All right, hey, you read that? Black men don't cheat. I ain't fuck that nigga wife. If I wanted to fuck his wife, her back would have been broke. Her back would have been broke. Look at him. Where he going? What he about to do? You trying to sneak up, bro? Come on, bro. You don't want this problem, nigga. Take your wife and get the fuck out my face, dude.
He snuck up behind him like he was going to clock him in the back of the head. Bitch move, bitch made, right? It's bad enough this guy's running his fucking mouth, being a dickhead. But come on. Fucking walk straight up to him and knock him square in the jaw if you're going to hit him. Don't wait for him to be looking down at the camera and try to sneak up behind him. Don't be a fucking pussy. Now, again, I'm not calling for violence, but, you know, so I'm not telling you to be violent with him. But if you're going to try to pull that shit, be a man about it. But don't pull that shit. Don't play these stupid fucking games, especially if you're being filmed. Take some fucking dignity, take your wife, and go the fuck away. God, don't become this. Don't become this. Don't become someone who I'm making fun of on the internet. Please, dear God.
Y'all might want to get this man, bro. I'm not trying to hurt you, bro. You feel me? I ain't fuck your wife, nigga. Like, if I wanted to fuck you, I could have fucked you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think he totally fucked her. I really do. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
Look at me. Look at this nigga.
It's better than you.
If you say so.
His body's better than yours.
If you say so. Woo! All right, I'm out. Hey, Johnson out.
All right, Johnson out. All right. Oh, geez. The way people act. Y'all want some more degenerate behavior? Ready for some more degenerate behavior? Don't be this guy. Movie night with friends. Okay, so you see there's two guys on a couch, a guy in a chair, and then a girl in a chair next to him with her feet propped over on him. And everyone's kind of playing on their phones during the movie. Uh-oh, you see? His camera's pointed at her feet, and his flash goes off. Bro's taking a picture of his bro's girlfriend's feet. Let's go back a few seconds.
Yo.
Fucking busted. Oh God, what is up with
Yo.
fetish guys, man? Oh, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. That is so great. That is so great. Look, if you got a foot fetish, say something in the chat. I'm not trying to judge foot fetishes, but this guy, bro, to take a picture of your homie's girl, take a picture of her feet while you're just chilling, to have some feet pics. Come on. Come on. With all the feed pics on the internet, how desperate do you gotta be? How desperate do you gotta be? That's like waiting for her outside the bathroom so that after she showers, you can go in and sniff the towel or whatever. Oh, come on, guys. We're better than this. We're better than this. We are better than this. Oh. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. That one wasn't very funny or very good. But here's something that went viral this week. Here's something thought-provoking that went very viral this week. Let's share this and talk about this for a minute. Y'all seen this woman? Point of view, you're on a date with a woman in her 30s.
Hi, wow, you have the exact amount of hair that you have in your profile photo. You have no idea how refreshing that is.
Do women in their 30s tend to lose a lot of hair? Or is that when they like do the lesbian undershave thing? Like, is that what the fear is here? What the hell? Come on.
Hi, wow, you have the exact amount of hair that you have in your profile
Okay.
photo. You have no idea how refreshing that is. I'm sorry, yeah, before we order drinks, can I just lay a few things out onto the table so we're both not wasting our precious times when we could be answering unread emails? So I'm looking for a husband and someone to have kids with.
Okay, red flag. Red flag number 1. I'm looking for somebody to marry and have kids with. Well, aren't we all, right? Like, granted, men for the most part, like a lot of men, they're cool with casual dating, and women on the rebound, they're not looking to jump into something long-term and committed necessarily. But I mean, I think everyone's long-term eventual, before I die, I want someone committed to me. Like, I don't want to die lonely, right? Nobody wants to die lonely. They want to die rich, which, anyway. But nobody wants to die lonely. So this idea that, yeah, I have a goal. The goal is to get married. This is a problem I have with women in their 30s who are dating, because it's like a lot of them are freshly divorced, right? They got married when they were 17, 18, 19, 20. They were in this marriage for 6-7 years. They got that 7-year itch. Got rid of the guy, went out, hoed around a little bit. Now it's like, oh, shit, I'm about to hit that wall. Better fish someone in real fast. And so it's like, yeah, I'm dating with the goal to marry. But the problem is, it's like the old saying goes, you can't see the forest through the trees, right? You're entering the dating pool. And commitment doesn't just fall out of the sky. right? There's a lot of bullshit that has to happen, a lot of getting to know one another, a lot of determining each other's flaws, understanding each other's personality, and that develops and grows and grows and grows and grows. And so you have to be open to the one night stand and open to the short-term relationship, because it's those experiences that you can building block and leapfrog up into a more committed relationship, right? It's a step. This idea that I'm not going to take step 1, 2, and 3 if there's not a potential to jump all the way to the top. No, that's the problem. Is you have to ignore the top of the steps, and you have to understand that 90% of people are just looking for step 1, 2, and 3 to get there. Once you get to step 3, then you worry about step 10, 20. But if you're talking about marriage and kids on a first date, fucking red flag.
Oh, yikes, I know. I'm not saying right now you don't have to impregnate me on top of these menus. That's just what I'm looking for right now.
Okay. You don't have to impregnate me on top of these menus. That's just what I'm looking for.
So if commitment is like the boogeyman to you, I totally get it. But, you know, boo. Also, I had never come to completion.
Excuse me?
Solely by having an eggplant inside of my flower garden. It's important.
I'm speechless. Literally the second thing you say on a first date is that you've never had a G-spot orgasm. This is your second question on a first date. Yeah, and you wonder why your first question isn't working out too well.
That you know that. In my multiple years of being sexually active, it's never happened, not once. So
multiple years.
Not making your entire personality about being the person who changes that. It's going to affect your manhood. I'm probably just not the girl for you. And I'm definitely not going to spend the next 10 years pretending like I am.
Okay. So first off, the facial emoting of this one. Look at this freeze frame. Just look at this freeze frame. Secondly, if guys are basing their entire personality on being the person who changes that. Look, I can understand it being important to a guy for a woman to enjoy their sex life. But is she saying it's off limits? Is she saying the PIV is off limits? Is she saying she's only an oral kind of girl? Or is she, like most women, she has her thing that gets her off, but she enjoys a lot of other things as foreplay leading up to the grand event, right? So when she says your entire personality, would sexual repertoire maybe? Or is she actually dating guys who just can't handle not making the internal thing work? I don't know. This is just dumb to me. I don't get it.
If you know what I mean. I'm a feminist, shocker. And I'm not necessarily saying
there we go. That's the biggest red flag of them all, right? The biggest red flag of them all right there.
And you have to be. Labels can be weird. I just would prefer you not think that any man who willingly went to go see Barbie was gay by default. Also, that.
Okay, what do effeminate men have anything to do with feminism? What do the opinions of effeminate men or a straight male's opinion of an effeminate man, what does that have to do with your feminism? What does that have to do with your belief in empowerment of women? Look, I willingly went to see Barbie. I don't know. Maybe there are dudes that think that make me gay. That's fine. I'm secure enough in my manhood that if you're gonna call me gay for seeing a movie that, you know, smashed like box office that weekend, maybe you're the one with the problem. But I don't see how that's a feminist thing. Again, she seems to have a fucked up, twisted definition of words, a fucked up, twisted definition of what reality is. And it seems like she's pretty bigoted. But this is the problem with quote feminists, right? They see masculinity and the difference between masculinity and effeminate.
Being said, my best friend's on standby and she
effeminate men, and they feel the need to comment on it.
will come save me immediately should you say anything even remotely resembling an Andrew Tate quote. That one's just for my safety. Now, last but not least, I'm looking for someone who wants me as a partner, not a cheerleader. Blonde hair can sometimes throw people off. So if you want a little more rah-rah, sis, boom, bah, Chris, I love that for you. Bah, blah. So if you want a little more rah-rah, sis, partner, not a cheerleader. Please, I'm looking for someone who wants me as a partner, not a cheerleader. Blonde hair.
A partner, not a cheerleader. The blonde hair can sometimes throw people up. Sorry, my dog's going nuts.
Can sometimes throw people off. So if you want a little more rah-rah, sis, boom, bah, Chris, I love that for you. You're a very attractive man. That's why you're here. I'm sure you can find a variety of options available to you at the local mall.
I don't get it. A cheerleader? Like what exactly do you mean a cheerleader? Like exactly. Enthusiastic? Dumb? I don't get it. What are you talking about? What about being a blonde means you have to have a certain personality type? Yes, men like enthusiastic women who want to be enthusiastic about their partners. This is.
And that being said, Chris, do you feel like we're on the same page? Can we order a drink and try not to talk about our ex for the next hour? Or are we reading?
Try not to talk about our ex for the next hour.
Let me go pay for parking. I'll be right back.
She didn't even pay for the parking before the date. You know, of course, this is the bullshit, you know, talking to yourself skit on TikTok. But you know, again, this idea that she wasn't going to pay for parking on the date. Folks, there's a reason. There's a reason. Here's a meme down in the comments. Check this out. Blah, 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 blah. Cheers to Meme Mesmer on Twitter. Okay, so it's time for Love Don't Judge. I was going to do 111. So yeah, today is 111. November 1st. I was going to do a whole thing on 111, but we're running low on time. And I might go over a little bit with this, but let's do another Love Don't Judge. Why don't we? So, you know, shout out to Love Don't Judge over on YouTube. Now, I understand, like, the name Love Don't Judge, like, you're trying to get us not to judge, but, like, you're specifically putting these videos out of people who are in relationships that people are gonna judge, right? So, you know, I don't know. I gotta come up with a name for this segment. I might come up with we do judge you or some shit like that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But for now, we'll call it LDJ. If you ever see LDJ in one of my show titles, we're gonna be breaking down another one of these videos. I'm going all the way back to the first video they ever posted. My husband punishes me when I break the rules.
She fell in love with.
Nope.
This is Brandy. She fell in love with Lazarus.
We have been together for 15 years.
We're happier
Go
than
on,
we
King.
have ever been. But this couple's secret to a successful marriage
Like, I'm not into women with tattoos, but yeah, go on, man. Like, King found his queen, man.
is not what you might expect.
We have been practicing domestic discipline for roughly 10 years.
I think you said you only use your hand. That's not true. And their choice of lifestyle gets a lot of people wrong.
Ah! They called it domestic discipline. And he had a spoon that had, oh my God, that was great. We're going to probably see that again later, but.
Riled up. People can say, oh, you're abusing your wife. I'm calling the cops. We get a lot of the woman is brainwashed.
The woman is brainwashed. You know,
I love everything.
you know, that's where I'll go back to this love, don't judge title. Is a lot of these, there is this assumption in our society that if a woman is in an unconventional relationship, well, then she just must be brainwashed by an abuser. You got to love it.
Thing about my wife.
He is very, very loving. Like he's sensitive and caring and just loving in general. Loving feelings aside, this pair have a set of strict rules that govern their day-to-day relationship.
We have been practicing domestic discipline for roughly 10 years.
Okay, so this is what I'm interested in. I want to know what the rules are. I want to know what would get her in trouble. I want to know what these when I break the rules are.
Domestic discipline relationship is a dynamic between two consenting adults where you have a dominant and a submissive. The dominant is usually referred to.
So now she's getting into BDSM kind of shit. Okay, so is this a BDSM shit? If this is BDSM shit, I'm not as interested. But if this is a, look, you didn't clean the house, now I get to, knock you around a little bit. Like that's the unusual judgy kind of shit. But if this is just BDSM shit, then I don't know if I'm as interested in this video.
As the HOH.
I don't view it as weird.
The submissive is referred to as a sub or a TIH, which means taken in hand. The dominant sets rules and expectations for the submissive to live
what are the
by,
rules?
and there are consequences for not following the rules or not meeting those expectations. The 4 Ds are danger, disobedience, disrespect, and dishonesty.
Oh, she couldn't remember the dishonesty one for some reason.
Following up on consequences being broken.
Sounds like
under
that's
the
a
4
disrespect.
Ds.
You
It could be
better
from
put her over your
spanking
knee.
or writing lines, corner time.
Look,
or
you've got them framed with the damn. They've got him framed, but they have the watermark of domesticdiscipline.com on them.
A stern lecture.
It depends on which rule you broke.
Okay, wait a minute. He said something about stern lecture. Hang on.
So it could be from spanking or writing lines, corner time, or just a stern lecture.
Stern lecture. Okay. Well,
it depends
that's
on
a little better.
Which rule you broke. They all suck.
I bet.
They all suck. He says, I bet. I bet. I'm not following him.
Being submissive is important.
It was being submissive.
She had to
is
write
very
an
important.
essay?
It's a unique quality to have. I will be submissive.
Yeah, I want to know what rules she broke to have to write the essay. See, they never show you the details.
At all times to my HOH. And I had to write 10 pages worth.
10 pages.
I don't find writing lines as demeaning.
10 pages. Writing lines as demeaning.
It's, I guess, just like any other consequence. It's not fun. It's tedious and it sucks, but that's about it.
In addition to set punishments for Brandy's rule breaking, there's also set tasks regarding the division of labor around the home.
Daily household chores would be.
Yeah, those Lay's chips packs you get at Sam's Club. Yeah, man, those used to be the bomb. Now I'm on a diet and I got to do these 100-calorie jobbers.
Dishes, cleaning the kitchen, doing the floors, double checking the bathrooms.
God
make sure
damn,
they're
that's a
always
lot of
deep
fucking toilet
cleaned.
paper and paper towels.
That needs to be in the trash can. Dining room table, our bedroom, and usually 2 to 3 loads of laundry.
I do all of the cooking unless it's
Hey, I have the same washer and dryer. Only mine's silver.
grilling. He does the grilling.
You might be surprised to learn that the idea for this relationship structure didn't come from Lazarus.
When Brandy first brung DD lifestyle
Yeah,
to my
dog, stick your head in the
attention,
damn trimmer.
I felt kind of awkward. I didn't really understand why.
I kept getting a book recommendation for a book called Spank Your Spouse, Avoid Divorce.
What?
A lot of it surprisingly made sense. So I just decided to bring it up to him.
At first, I thought I was hurting my wife, and you know, it's just a mind thing on that part where it feels.
Okay, but here's the problem, right? Is okay. So this doesn't work if she's not playing along. Now, granted, you know, there's the abuse and the fear, right? So like you get, you know, men who are actually abusive and their wives fear them, like legitimately fear them. But if you're not putting the fear of God into her ass with your punishment, then like she's just playing along, and all of this could end at any time if she just felt like, well, fuck you and fuck these rules, I'm leaving, right? So it's quaint, it's cute. I understand it has a place and a point in their relationship, and maybe it makes their relationship more interesting. It gives her something to focus on in the interaction with him. It kind of gives a behavior reward. Like, even though he's not like actually rewarding her, he's kind of like, if you do something good or bad, like it'll get a reaction in this household. And, you know, women love attention. Women love to know that the things they do matter. You know, the worst thing for a woman is being ignored. Like guys who play video games and get sucked into sports, or, you know, spend a lot of time with their fantasy football, or working on their cars, or playing video games, you know, women don't like their whole life to be ignored. You got to pay attention to women. And this woman has found a way to have her husband give her constant feedback. This is also, maybe this is why women don't really leave their abusers. That's an interesting thought.
Awkward, but looking into it, I understood why. I have never left a mark, considering like a
never left a mark,
bruises and anything like that.
Why do you guys consider this not abusive?
We don't consider it to be abusive. One, because it's consensual. I don't think people consent to being abused.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, people don't consent to being abused. And again, if she wanted to leave, I get the vibe that if she wanted to leave this situation, it wouldn't be I'll chase you down and make you write words. She'd just say, no, fuck you.
It was my idea, and I had to convince him to do it. There's no long-lasting damage. It hurts for a little while, and then it goes away. Okay, domestic discipline and BDSM are different because in BDSM, there's an enjoyment factor. Either you enjoy getting spanked or you enjoy spanking somebody.
You consent to it, but you don't enjoy it.
He doesn't enjoy doing it.
Sus.
There's really not much similarities.
That's fucking sus. That's fucking, I call bullshit. You say you don't enjoy it, but you consent to it anyway. There's something fucking sus here.
It doesn't bother me that he doesn't get the same consequences that I do because our situations are different and our roles are different, and it wouldn't work. Oh, I just realized I have 827 member requests today. I started the Facebook group with one of my friends who is also in the lifestyle. This was a safe space where people can talk, people can vent without worrying about husbands seeing it. I think most people
without worried about a husband seeing it. I thought dishonesty was one of the big 4Ds.
choose to remain anonymous because they know that they will get judged for what they do. The world sucks when it comes to judging things that they know nothing about. People can say, oh, you're abusing your wife, I'm calling the cops. So we get a lot of the woman is brainwashed and stuff like that.
What the hell was doing this?
Stop saying hell. Our kids pretty much know everything about domestic discipline, more so than the people who be writing the negative articles about it. Our kids know pretty much all the ins and outs of it. Are you still reading?
Well, yeah, because your kids got to get disciplined too.
Is there even questions at the end of this?
Nope. And I'm 13 years old. I understand quite a bit about domestic discipline.
Shout out to these
I mean,
kids
there
for
may be
having
some
two
things that
parents.
people find iffy with the rules and how they have set, but I don't think anything is too crazy.
They're aware of the lifestyle, but they know it's a choice, and they know it's not something that they need to do unless they just decide it's what they want to do.
I would not have a similar relationship to my parents, as I just don't believe it would suit the type of person that I am.
It's not for everybody.
For everybody, that is true.
I think the ends justify the means because we're happy.
Well, but you see, that's just it. This is the thing that dumb bitch in that last video didn't get, is relationships are what you make it. You get to know the person. You get to know how they act, interact, and react. And if you're the type of person that always has to compare yourself to the Joneses, like, oh, she got a new sports car, what's my man gonna get me? You're never going to be happy within your own relationship, because you're always looking at the external and not how you can make positive changes within yourself and within your relationship. So yeah, shout out to these people. I mean, yeah, their relationship style is not for me, and I think it's a little sus. That's like, I don't like it, but I consent to it. I think that's a little sus. I think there's a part of her that does like it. I think there's a part of her that sees herself as needing that emotional feedback loop with her husband. But yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And that's the fucking key to 99% of relationships. If you focus on what works for you, nobody else's opinion matters. Now, I know there are a lot of cuckolds who say that, and then 2 years later, they're getting divorced or getting pegged. And, you know, there's a lot of unhealthy behavior that you can go down the rabbit hole in, and you tell yourself, well, it works because our relationship's different and we work and this and that. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of truth to that for a lot of people. But, you know, so many people become the statistic and not the actual exception that they think they are. It looks like this family here is the actual exception to this rule, so to speak, and they seem pretty fucking happy. You know, I hope this Love Don't Judge channel goes back and has like some reunion or follow up to some of these relationships, because I would definitely like the videos we saw the other day on my program and this video here. I would like to see what they're going to be like 5 years from now.
Happier than we have ever been.
Happier than we've ever
get
been.
Along better than most couples. I don't think we could be happy without it anymore. It is our life, basically. You'd be amazed at how many people actually live this way.
Okay, there we go. There's the LDJ for the week. By the way, so this is their newest episode here. I will not be doing that one because I think that's one that you don't. Yeah, I don't think we could get away with. Yeah, that just, I wouldn't feel right about making fun of that. Or trying to break it down and analyze it. I don't think there's much to talk about. I think it's just a very unfortunate situation. Anyway, so how are you folks doing this week? Y'all ready to kick off the second half of your work week? Y'all ready to have a good Thursday and Friday? I hope so. In the meantime, if y'all could do me one little favor, there's a little thumbs up button right below this video. Click that thumbs up button. Click that like button. It helps out. The second thing, please, if you're a new watcher of Mild's Culture Plate and you haven't seen some of my older stuff, go look up some of my older videos. I did the boy band video. So if you look up Mild's Culture Plate boy band, the boy band video where I break down a Boyz II Men video. Go check out my Batman movie review. There are a lot of decent videos back in my history. We did a couple videos on Killdozer, a couple videos on Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. There's a lot of content back in the history of this channel over the past year, and we're going to keep it rolling with your help. So if you're a new watcher, please go watch some of my old videos. Go, just check out one more before before Saturday. And yeah, as I said before, we're going to be moving Saturday's show to sometime Sunday afternoon. So I will catch you folks then. Down in the link of this or description of this channel is the link to not only the Love Don't Judge, the links down in the description to give them credit for the content they put out. As for me, my social media is down in the description. You can find out when my next shows are. If you click that notification bell on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, you have a YouTube app. It should give you a notification next time I'm going live. So yeah, all that jazz. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'll catch you next time on Mild's Culture Plate. Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Outlast the haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do happen to get some on you, like your favorite sweater, that you had to steal back from your girlfriend, you get something on it, rub that shit in real good. Until next time, see ya. Mild's Culture Plate signing off. Peace out. Cheers.